Now we're gonna start to record and I'm gonna share my screen.
Celeste, ahí están mis audífonos, mami, en la mesita ahí de noche, por aquí están, pasen. Ajá. Mi
I
amor,
was
no está mal. You ready, Jam?
all right, no problem. So I was looking at the story of why do we say okay? You know, like what's the meaning of okay?
Okay. Okay is okay? No.
Yeah, but it has many stories. It has many stories. So I was thinking on, talk about different topics and things with you so we can practice some conversation. And for example, everybody knows what is a sandwich, right? But the story of sandwich is that there was a man in London, in England, that he likes to play poker, play cards, but all the time, every day. He was just playing cards with people. So people will ask him like, "Don't you get hungry? Don't you want to eat?" And he didn't want to leave the table that he was playing, so he started telling the bartender and the waiter at the me imagino que era un bar, no? At the bar, just put some bread and get some meat, some beef, and put the meat in between the bread and bring me that.
Wow.
Okay. So every day they started doing that. They started cutting the bread, putting the meat, and taking it to him. And his name was Sandwich, his last name. His last name was Sandwich. So now everybody's like, okay, make a sandwich. What is a sandwich? Oh, no, this guy likes bread with meat in the middle, and that's it. So that's how that was created, for example. So there's no real meaning about the word sandwich. It was just a last name, and it became a word, right? So, for example, there are different stories about okay. So I was trying to remember because I know another story about the word okay or why do we say okay. So I was looking for my story, but I couldn't find it. So I don't remember it well. So I'm going to speak in Spanish a little bit. No me acuerdo muy bien de la historia cuando me contaron del origen del okay, de dónde salió, right? Entonces la quería buscar para que habláramos de eso, pero me salió una historia diferente, something different.
Okay.
But it says, everywhere it says the same, so I think this is the real one. Pero todo lo que he buscado me da la misma historia, pues. Entonces parece que esta es en la que más se encuentran. So, there was a guy who worked in a newspaper, and he started misspelling words. You understand misspelling?
Spelling. Spell es deletrear, ¿no? Spelling deletreando, pero
Yeah. Miss, for example, if I shoot and I miss, it's a mistake. You can say, for example, today you can say, I almost missed my class.
Oh,
right?
Miss, okay. Miss
So,
spelling es deletreando. Es que.
negative.
Okay.
Yeah, in a bad way. So, for
Okay.
example, misspelling of the word cat. No, it's not like that, right? Because cat is C-A-T. So he was working in a newspaper and he started misspelling humorous to make it a joke, right? So instead of writing all correct, right? He started writing it O and K. So it was a joke, blah, blah, blah. But he was a very famous newspaper writer. And then everybody that follow his column, that follow his page in the newspaper, started noticing that he stopped writing all correct and just writing okay.
Okay.
So other people in other newspapers started following him because he was like the most famous newspaper writer at the time, or journalist, I should say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting.
yeah, so sometimes, it's just out of, for example, this started as a joke,
Mm-hmm.
and now everybody says, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's it. So just,
Mm-hmm.
to talk about something different and to use different things and have a little story for you to start the class. So
Mm-hmm.
now we talk about sandwich and okay. Do you have any questions today? Something that maybe you want to talk about before we start with the verbs and things, or?
No, no. We start. We start the verb.
All right, very good.
Oh, no. One more question. How do you say in English mimar?
Yes. There are different ways of saying it because it's a loving word, you know what I mean? It's for somebody who is special, so there is different words to it. But the most used is
Pamper.
this. Yeah. They use it for the diapers,
Mm-hmm.
it became a brand. Uh so it became a brand, but that's not the real meaning. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, here, for example, in the dictionary, it says indulge with every attention, comfort, and kindness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. For example, I can say my mom. No, sí, my mom. No, mom, my paper. It's okay.
No, I'm sorry, my mom, what?
No, my mom. My mom. Sí, my mom. Mi mamá me mima. ¿Cómo digo? My mom.
Yes, yes,
¿Cómo lo digo en inglés eso?
yes, of course. There are different ways to say it. Okay, so excuse me for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is that um pamper, it's not a verb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it says here that it's a verb, but we don't use it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see that the way that most people would say will be this, which it doesn't make a lot of sense in Spanish, but I'll explain to you.
My mom is spoiled. Me.
Yeah. So
Mm,
one of the main way of saying it, for example, you can say, I pamper my baby, my pet,
mhm.
my wife, right? So you can say that. But a lot of people don't use it nowadays. En estos días no se usa mucho. Se utiliza more spoils me.
It's calling me. Okay.
Okay. Now, if you
Mhm.
look at the meaning, it says treat too well.
Mhm.
Okay. So you treat everybody okay, but somebody that you spoil is that you treat too well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
And sometimes they mean it when it's about money most of the
Mhm.
time. So let me explain what I I know is the difference. When you say that you pamper, is that you like to hug your children and give them a kiss, and it's physical.
Okay.
Okay. when you use spoil, is that, for example, your yeah, your kids, they want a phone, but you give
Mhm.
them a gold phone with, you know, the most expensive phone and things like that. So that's when you say my mom spoils me.
Okay.
But because spoil is not about touching, spoil is about giving the best but very generous
Mhm.
gift. For example,
Okay.
like here it says by being too generous.
Jenner. Mhm.
Okay, so for example, you're going to fly to Costa Rica, but you fly your kids in first class.
Mhm.
So that's it spoils them.
Spoil.
And and then pamper, it's about more like, you know, if you have a dog, you like to pick up your dog and go walks with your
Mhm.
dog. So that's a little bit more of
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bótelo,
So
ma.
you can say my mom pampers me, is that, you
Mhm.
know, hugs and kisses and also by cooking, making a very nice meal. So, you know, when you make like extra nice meal with, you know, salad, soup and everything, you can also say it spoils me because it's physical. It's something that you can touch.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Manu.
you're welcome. So to finish up, we can say,
Mhm.
okay, what
Mhm.
happens is that it became a brand. También como se volvió marca, la gente no utiliza mucho pamper because
Mhm.
everybody thinks of a diaper,
Mhm.
but that's what it is. All right, very good.
Mhm. Thank you.
Let's You're very welcome. Let's start with the verbs for today. So
Mhm.
let's practice a little bit. Please repeat. Signing,
Signing.
sign,
Sign.
signs,
Signs.
signed,
Signed.
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 And the clue here is that when you close a deal, you
Mhm.
sign, put your name, you write it.
Mhm.
So that's about that. So let's practice because I like to practice this one because signing, it's not easy to say. So let's practice. She is signing the paper.
She is signing the paper.
He is signing the contract.
He is signing the contract.
They are signing the contract on the table.
They are signing the contract on the table.
They are signing the contract on in the office.
They are signing the contract in the office.
In the office, yeah. So just to give you another more vocabulary, I don't know if you know or not, but
Mhm.
contract is also agreement.
Okay.
Okay, and agreement is more use. Okay,
Is
so what?
okay.
So why is more use? Because contract, you cannot change a contract.
Mhm.
Okay, the contract is the way it is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You sign it, and that's it. No changes, nothing.
Mhm.
Agreement comes from the word agree.
Okay.
Okay, you understand? Agree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Agree es estoy de acuerdo con.
Yes, when you say yes and I say yes, we agree.
Ujú,
When you say no and I say yes, we don't agree.
ujú,
So that's why the word became agreement.
ujú.
Okay,
Okay.
because the contract you cannot change. An agreement is that you say, okay, number one, you agree? Yes. Number two, you agree? Yes. Number three, okay. On number four, está el precio. Do you agree? Yes. The contract you cannot change. An agreement is between you know, one person to another.
Ujú. Manuel, agreement is paying bueno, no, is more eh, in the formal, the verbal,
No,
no.
I mean it can be, of course. It can be an agreement. For example, an agreement can be, I take the trash on Saturdays, or you take the trash this week and I take it the next week. That's an agreement, right?
Okay, okay. Okay,
So
perfect.
what happens is that contract and contract in Spanish is the same. Agreement in Spanish, we don't have agreement. What we have is this in Spanish, right? But in Spanish, we don't say we're gonna sign well, yeah, you can say it, but it's more used to say we're gonna sign the contract. Ah, por lo menos que yo recuerde, vamos a firmar el acuerdo, como que no, si me entiendes, el acuerdo is not for signing. Formal en español es un contrato, un acuerdo es como
Más informal.
más
Formal.
informal, ¿verdad? In
Ajá.
English, the difference is contract you cannot change, and agreement you can change, but
Okay,
it's valid. But it's valid.
Okay.
It's legal, it's valid. Y si es un documento, no dice the following contract, dice the following agreement.
Okay.
All right? All right, very good. So that's for that verb. The next one, let's practice sharing. Please repeat sharing.
Sharing.
Share.
Share.
Shares.
Share.
Shared.
Chat.
Shared.
Shared.
Okay, so these are regular verbs. Sign and share are regular verbs. And the clue is that when you have extra, you share with someone. You understand?
No, no sé. I
All
don't
right.
mean share.
Do you know the meaning of share? Yeah, so for example, when you say that you have extra, is that maybe you are at work and I have I have like 5 apples, but I decided I'm not gonna eat the 5 apples. So I share with you, I give you an apple, I share with another friend, I give another apple. So to share is to divide, or when you have extra and you give it to someone. Okay. So this is like share. So she's sharing the ice cream. Okay. For example, here you can say that they are sharing the pizza because everybody gets a piece. And you can also say, I don't know if these images are really good. Let's I'm misspelling. I'm sorry. All right. So when you say people don't share, is that they don't want to sit with each other. They don't want to do anything. Sometimes you talk about sharing ideas. Okay, so let's say, so people sharing food. So that's what it is, sharing the pizza. So let's practice a little bit. Please repeat. They are sharing lunch.
They are sharing lunch.
Lunch. Yeah. Now with this one, please repeat. They are sharing the pasta.
They are sharing the pasta.
They are sharing time outside.
They are sharing time outside.
Okay, very good. Now let's practice our next one. Please repeat. Touching.
Touching.
Touch.
Touch.
Touches.
Touches.
Touched.
Touch.
Touched.
Touch.
So this one ends like a T, right? So outside. The air needs to go outside. And what I thought about is that when you have a fever, you have to touch, right? So that's what it is. Let's practice with this. Please repeat. The mother is touching the baby.
The mother is touching the baby.
The baby is touching his father.
The baby is touching his father.
All right? Very good. So whenever you use it, but that's the verb. Let's go to our next one. Please repeat. Finding.
Finding.
Find.
Find.
Finds.
Finds.
Found.
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 All right? And here's that when you look for something, you find it. Sometimes you don't, but most times you find it. Okay? So let's look for some images of that. All right, so let's practice with.
Sorry.
That's all right. Let's practice with this. Please repeat. He found his keys.
He's found.
Yeah, right.
He's found your kids.
His.
His kid.
Yeah,
His.
yeah, because if you say your keys, it's my keys. That's kind of funny, you know, but that's what it is. So that's what it is finding, you know. Another thing that you can use a lot
Help me find.
is help me find. Help me find a book, help me find a job. That one is a lot. Is very used. So please repeat. Help me find a job.
Help me find a job.
Very good. So that's about finding. And then you can use this more philosophical, which is to find myself.
Find myself.
Okay.
Find myself.
All right.
Encontrarme
So,
a mí mismo.
yes. So when you wanna, maybe you're thinking about a career, maybe you're thinking about changing jobs or something. In English, you say, I gotta go find myself and come back, you know? So that's when you use it also. All right, let's practice this one. Please repeat. Losing.
Losing.
Lose.
Lose.
Loses.
Loses.
Good. That's funny. Hasta ahorita me doy cuenta que suena igualito que cuando dices las luces de Navidad.
Ajá. Sí,
So,
luces.
so yeah. Now let's practice the past. Please repeat. Lost.
Last.
Lost.
Last.
Okay, so this is irregular. Find is also irregular, but it's also losing, lost, and lose. And now is the opposite of find. When you cannot find it, you lost it. Okay?
Last.
Yeah, like for example, when this one is not very nice to hear, but you say lost the game, right?
Lost my game.
Yeah, you
Game
lost the
over.
game. Yeah, exactly.
Game over.
That's what it is. Yes, yes, very good. So that's what it is. So losing, finding, that's it. Let's practice the next one. Please repeat. Smiling.
Smiling.
Smile.
Smile.
Smiles.
Smiles.
Smiled.
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 And here I say that when you see your mom, you smile most of the time, right? So that's just to get some images to remember. Please repeat. They are smiling.
They are smiling.
She is smiling and is very happy.
She is smiling and she is very happy.
Yes. All right. That's about that verb. Very good. Let's practice our next one. Please repeat. Respecting.
Respecting.
Some people say respecting, some people say respecting. Okay?
Respecting.
Yeah, like an E or like an A. You can
Okay.
choose. Okay? I say with an E, so please repeat. Respecting.
Respecting.
Respect.
Respect.
Respects.
Respects.
Respected.
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 So most of the time when you talk to the police, you gotta be respectful. You gotta be, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, things like that, because he's the police. So that's about that. Now, there's a famous comedian that always says, "I get no respect."
Okay.
Okay, so he used to go over and over and over with this phrase. So I get no respect. You can say also, something like that. So please repeat. Nobody respects me.
Nobody respect me.
Yeah. Now the opposite. Please repeat. Everybody respects me.
Everybody respect me.
Okay, so that's about that verb, respect. Now let's practice our next one. Please repeat. Belonging.
Belonging.
Belong.
Belong.
Belongs.
Belongs.
Belong.
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 And the clue here is that when you have a family, you belong to that family.
Belong. Belong.
Yeah.
Mm.
For us, you can say, for example, in my case, I can say I belong to a Colombian family. Okay, because I am part of that family. Okay, so to be a part of is to belong. So you can say to be a part of a team is that you in your work, in your job, you are part of a team when everybody works, right? Maybe they change two or three people, but everybody has to work as a team, right? So you can say I'm a part of a team or
I belong.
I belong to a team.
Okay.
Okay. So it's to be a part of and to make it, that's the meaning, right?
Okay.
So some people say I belong to my country, I belong to my family, I belong
Okay.
to a club, maybe because they like chess, for example.
Chess club.
So you can say I belong to a chess club.
Mm-hmm.
I am a part of a chess club. So that's about belong. So
Okay.
and there's a lot of songs that have that word.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember that. Let's go to our next one. Please repeat. Needing.
Needing.
Need.
Need.
Needs.
Needs.
Needed.
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 So far, all of them are regular verbs. And to give you a clue, when you are desperate, you need something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's think of things that people may say that are not. So as an example, you can say, I need some air.
I need some air.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I
So
need some air.
when you want to stop the conversation and take a break, so you can say, obviously you can say, I want to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say, I need some air. I need to get out. I need to walk or do something. Okay. Now, at the same time, we can say this. So please repeat. I need some help.
I need some help.
Okay. So that's about it. That
I need some.
you can say that, or you can also say this. Please repeat. I need a hand.
I need a hand.
Okay. So those are things that we can practice with this. Now, for the last one on this page, please repeat planting,
Planting.
plant,
Plant.
plants,
Plants.
planted,
Planted.
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 And now you say that when you are in a garden, most of the time you plant, so it's literally the same in Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't know what these are, but we're just gonna practice, right? So please repeat. She is planting beans.
He is planting beans.
She is planting onions.
She is planting onion.
They are planting tomatoes outside,
They are planting tomatoes outside.
right? Very good. Sometimes you use planting a seed. You understand
Plant,
seed?
yeah,
All right. So
planting a seed.
sometimes planting a seed is not about actually putting a seed, an onion seed or a bean seed or a potato seed or anything like that. Sometimes planting a seed is that you want somebody to think about something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
you say, hey, I'm gonna plant a seed on your head. What about if with tomorrow we do something different?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's not giving an idea, is that you want somebody to think about a subject. Okay. So you
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, I'm gonna plant a seed on this. ¿Qué tal si abrimos una, go on another business or do things like that? So you can plant a seed, meaning that is an idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's do
Yeah.
some jumping verification for the pronunciation. Please repeat. Signing.
Signing.
Share.
Chair.
All right. Remember that with the T and the H, the T sound is very soft, right? With thank you and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between SH and CH is that the SH is very soft. The same
Okay.
as when you say, for example, I like your shoes, is shoes is very soft, soft, right?
Sure.
And when I say choose coffee or water, choose. So that's
Mhm.
strong pronunciation. So in this case, for example, is share. It's a share, very soft. Okay. Because what happens is that if you say it very strong, it's a name of a woman.
Mhm.
So if you say share is that I share my money, I share my food, and then when you say chair, it's a name.
Mhm.
So that's really very good. All right, let's continue. Please repeat. Touch,
Touch.
found,
Found.
lost,
Lost.
respect,
Respect.
belong.
Belong.
Some people say belong, and some people say belong. I like to say belong. Okay.
Okay. Belong.
Needed,
Needed.
plan,
Plan.
smile,
Smile.
sharing,
Sharing.
sign,
Signed.
finding,
Finding.
losing.
Loosen.
Excellent. So that's some of the verbs that we're going to practice with today. I also like to go to some quotes, some of these today, maybe just two or three. Okay, so the first one is from Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson is a very, very well-known comedian in the United States in the 70s, in the 1970s. Okay, so um, so he was a comedian in the 1970s,
Mhm.
and he had a show called The Tonight Show, and it's like the, for lack of a better word, los que los hispanos todos conocemos a Don Francisco, right? So this is like Don Francisco, but in the 70s in the US.
Mhm.
So you can see every celebrity was in his show, Jim Carrey, uh, Robert Williams, everybody goes to his show. So very famous man, very like todavía pasan los programas de. So
Mhm.
anyhow, what he used to say, one of the things he used to say is never continue in a job you don't enjoy. Okay, so let's practice some pronunciation. Please repeat. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Job.
Job.
So never.
Never.
All right, now please repeat after me. Never continue in a job you don't enjoy.
Never continue in a job you don't enjoy.
Very good. On this one, it's again Goldberg. I'm sorry. Whoopi Goldberg. And she's a very famous comedian,
Oh
actress.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, very famous comedian
I
and
remember.
actress.
Mhm.
Yes, very, very, very funny woman.
Mhm.
And she's a stand-up comedian most of the time. That's how she started. So in English, you call the stand-up comedian is somebody because he's standing up, right? Stand-up
Mhm.
comedian is not sitting down. So she was a standing comedian in the 80s, very well known. Uh, in this one, she did uh, a Broadway, just herself. They let her go on Broadway just by herself to do her comedy. but she was acting like a drug addict
Mhm.
for an hour or so. So
Mm.
so she played a drug addict for an hour, but making fun and making everybody laugh. So like, dejaron hacer un show de Broadway sola, que eso pues no era,
Mm.
no se veía que dejaron a alguien nada más hacerlo solo, sin ningún grupo y solo actuar en un monólogo.
Mhm.
So this is what Whoopi Goldberg used to say. I am where I am because I believe in all possibilities. Okay. So let's practice some pronunciation. Please repeat possibilities.
Possibility. Sorry.
Because,
Because
believe.
believe.
Some people say believe, some people say believe. With an A or
Ah,
with an I. It's fine.
okay.
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 So now please read after me. I am where I am because I believe in all possibilities.
I am where I am because I believe in all possibilities.
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 Very good. Right?
Yo soy donde yo soy porque yo creo
Mm,
en las
yeah.
posibilidades.
Yes, but you have to start here. I am where
Ujú.
I am.
Ajá. Yo estoy, yo soy. No lo know.
Just re just repeat it again. So yo estoy, right?
Ajá. ¿Dónde? Where?
Where again I am.
Yo estoy.
Yo estoy donde yo estoy.
Ajá. Porque yo creo en las
Be-
posibilidades.
Because I believe in all possibilities. Yes.
Mm. Okay, está bien.
Okay, so that's what it is. So again, this is our exercises, so we can also so you can really understand that in English when you try to translate, it's gonna be more difficult. Just
Ujú,
leave it in English. I am where I am. Okay, okay. So if you
ujú.
stop and think, okay, dijo I am, pero entonces dónde, pero I am. No, I mean, just stay thinking in English and you see how it works.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Okay.
And then again, we have another one,
Your
that
turn.
another quote from George Carlin, and George Carlin again is another comedian, like it says there, but he's one of my favorite comedians because he's very critical and very critical thinker.
Mm.
And he started on radio. So he started on radio with, with a suit and a tie. Ya no hay muchas imágenes, pero él empezó muy conservador en su carrera, very conservative, with a suit and a tie and very elegant and everything. And then after colleges started opening in the United States for comedians, he became a regular comedian. So
Mm.
uh, la formalidad de la radio la prefirió a empezar a salir a presentarse en universidades y cosas así, ya se volvió fue
Mm.
comediante. So let's see what he says on this. There is no present, there is only the immediate future and the recent past. Okay, so let's practice some pronunciation. Please repeat present,
Present.
immediate,
Immediate.
future,
Future.
recent,
Recent.
past.
Past.
Very good. So now
There.
please
Mhm.
read after me. There's no present, there's only the immediate future and the recent past.
They're not present. There's only the immediate future and the recent past.
Okay.
Recent
Recent. Yes,
recent
recent.
past.
Very good. I
Okay.
was gonna go over that with you. So let's just practice one more time. Please repeat. Recent,
Recent,
future,
future,
immediate,
immediate,
present.
present.
So now let's interpret what he says. El
Mhm,
presente no existe o no hay presente, ¿no? Porque el there es que hay o no hay. Is there milk in the refrigerator? Is there food?
Ajá,
You know?
ajá.
So there's no present, es que no hay presente o el presente no existe.
Ujú,
There is only,
ujú,
okay,
solo.
solo existe, solo hay.
Ujú,
The immediate future and the recent past.
ujú,
Okay, entonces él dice, el presente no existe. Lo único que existe es el futuro inmediato y el pasado reciente.
ujú,
So it's kind of funny, but it is what it is. And I'm
ujú.
gonna send you some stand-up comedy from him because it's uh I'm gonna speak in Spanish a little bit, but what happens is that la mamá era profesora y se enfocaba mucho en enseñarle los significados de las palabras en inglés,
Mm,
por la misma razón de que es como tan abstracto, ¿verdad?
ujú,
Entonces le hacía leer mucho y escribir mucho, pero por, no vamos a decir que por diversión, sino por practicar las posibilidades de la escritura, ¿verdad?
ujú,
Entonces, la pronunciación de Germán es muy clara. It's very, very clear how he speaks and how he reads, and also because he was from radio. So in radio, you have to speak perfectly because you already know it's very hard just to listen when you're not looking at the person. So that's what it is. And to finish with the quotes today, I like to put another woman. So we have two guys and two women for today. So in this one is Wanda Sykes, is also another comedian. And there you go. Nada más uno pone Wanda y sale ella.
ujú.
So that's another comedian, very funny lady. She has a TV show, she has everything, and very critical of society too. Y se ríe mucho de la sociedad igual. So very good. Let's see what she says. What is her quote? So she says, if you're passionate about your work, it makes the people around you want to be involved too. Okay, so let's practice a little bit of pronunciation. Please repeat passionate,
Passionate,
work,
work,
makes,
makes,
people,
people,
around,
around,
involved.
involved.
Very good. Now please read after me. If you're passionate about your work, it makes the people around you want to be involved too.
Is your if you're passionate about your work, it may the people around you want to be involved too.
All right? So very good. Si usted se apasiona por su trabajo, hace que las otras personas alrededor suyo se quieran involucrar también. All right? So what she's saying is that when you're making a TV show, for example, if she's not excited about being in her own TV show and talking to people and all that, it's not gonna work. Okay? So I'm gonna explain it now a little bit in Spanish. Entonces lo que sucede es que como ella tiene un reality show, ¿verdad? Entonces esto lo dijo en el momento que estaba haciendo su televisión así de reality.
Ujú.
Si ella no llegaba al trabajo passionate es como ser activo, estar, porque apasionado para nosotros
No.
es como muy fuerte, ¿verdad? Es como too much.
Ujú, ujú,
Pero por eso lo quiero explicar, porque passionate para ellos es que la persona tenga motivación, que llegue motivada, que llegue con una buena energía. Así los otros se involucran, porque si ella
ujú,
no llega bien, pues nadie le va a querer hablar, el show no va a ser chistoso, and it doesn't work. So
ujú,
I like to put it there because it works, you know. What I don't like personally is to work with people that complain all the time and they only want to talk about the bad things that happen.
Mhm.
Entonces, sí, a mí me aburre mucho cuando llegas a un trabajo y es solo quejas, ¿no? Ah, pero ¿quién trabaja acá? Ah, no, pero si vio mi cheque, ja, 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 ¿para qué trabajo aquí? Just come to work and smile and make the day happen nicely. It doesn't have to be,
Mhm.
no lo haga peor de lo que es.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's about that. All
It's
right,
very
very good.
true. Mhm.
All right, so let's go with a couple of more verbs and then we'll work with something else. All right, please repeat. Hiding,
Hiding,
hide,
hide,
hides,
hide,
hid,
hid,
hidden.
hidden.
Okay, so this is a good example on how you have to emphasize the T and the D for some words. Because if you say a little difference, it's another word completely.
Mhm.
Okay, so hit and hit, that's the difference. That if you pronounce them a little bit different, it means a whole word altogether, a whole different word altogether. So the meaning, the clue is that when you have a secret, it's because you have something hidden or because you want to hide something. Do you understand the meaning of hiding?
Mm, no.
It's all right. That's why we're here. That's what we're doing. For example, in every part of the world, there is a game that is called hide and seek. So this is hide and seek. This is another image of hide and seek. So it's a
Mm,
game that everybody goes one, two, three, and everybody
ah,
goes and hide, right?
mhm.
So
Esconderse.
for example, that image, right? They're playing hide and seek.
Mhm.
So why is it not look for, right? Because we were talking the other day about the verb looking for, right?
Mhm.
That I'm looking for a new car, I'm looking for a new house, I'm looking for a new job, I'm looking for a new book, I'm looking for a good movie, things like that. So why is it not the hide and look for, right? Porque el juego en inglés es escondas y lo busco.
Mhm.
Para nosotros es escondida nada más, right? But for them it's hide and seek. Pero ¿por qué no es hide and seek y hide and look for? Because seek, you here? All right. Because seek is that you're going to seek, right? So what do I mean by that? Una cosa es buscar y otra cosa es hacer una búsqueda,
Mhm.
right? So when you say, yeah, to put like an extreme example, right? Ya es que hay una búsqueda, is to seek for my kid. I'm not looking for him. No es que lo esté buscando porque se me perdió, no es que estoy haciendo una búsqueda porque no sé dónde está, you know? So that's the difference. That's why it's seek.
Mhm.
So look for and seek, what is the difference? That seek is like the top of the top of the top. Ya se está buscando con desespero, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so that's the meaning of hiding. So let's practice again one more time. Please repeat hiding,
Hiding,
hide,
hide,
hides,
hide,
hid,
hid,
hidden.
hidden.
So to give you like a silly example, you can say like I hid my cookies from my sister. So I hid them. I put them on the last box. Puse las galletas en la última parte para que no me las encuentren. So I hid my cookies. All right.
I hid my cooking from my daughter.
All right. All right. Let's practice a little bit here with the next one. Please repeat. Feeding,
Feeding,
feed,
feed,
fed,
fed,
fed.
fed.
And when you have a pet, you feed your pet. You
Feed.
also feed you also feed your children or your family when you cook for them and you give them the food. Okay.
Mm.
So one thing is when you say I cook for my family, and another one is I feed my family. Okay. So cook is that you are in the kitchen with, eggs and bacon and bread and all that. It's cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feed is that you give them food. The food can be from Wendy's, McDonald's, Applebee's, but you're feeding them. You're giving them food. So what is the meaning of feed?
Mm-hmm.
Is to give food.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
you can feed uh your a pet, you can feed a dog, but you can also feed people with
Okay.
no home, people with no money, right? You feed them, you give them food. Okay. And this is
Mm.
another very good example of the D and the T pronunciation, okay? Because they are completely different things.
Mm.
So you will have to be careful because if you say I feed my family, because feed is this
Mm-hmm.
feed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say I feed my family, like no, you feed with a D, right?
Mm-hmm.
No hay
Fed.
forma,
Mm-hmm.
como así que los dedos de los pies, que la familia, así no. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens is D feed
Mm-hmm. Manuel,
is the
sorry, is
no,
incorrect the say I give food to my dog. It's incorrect.
no, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I give food to my dog. You can say that. Yeah, or you can say I
Mm-hmm.
give a good food to my dog. That's fine. But again, you're using the verb give, and in the other case, is using the verb D. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
alimentar o dar de comer.
Mm-hmm.
So dar de comer, I give food. I give
Mm-hmm.
food, right? Pero utilizar el verbo is I feed my dog, I feed my family, I feed things like that. So
Okay, pero entonces I say I feed my dog. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, I feed food. No.
No,
Ujú.
no porque alimentar ya como que ya,
Ya está con la comida. Ujú.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, you can
okay.
say, for example, like I feed my dog canned food.
Ujú,
I give my dog regular food. I feed my dog the same food as me. This one is good.
ujú.
For example. You can say, so they eat the same as you, or you can say, I feed my dogs concentrate,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Or whatever brand you give them. Or you say, I feed my dogs dog food.
The words feed used in animal or in different um
With
or,
everybody. Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, because what it just so happens is that it's also like for example when you say el avión, te das la comida, that's feed, right? So well, a lot of people say, for example, like I feed my baby, right?
Mhm. Okay, perfect. Mhm.
So it's more used in that aspect, no?
Mhm.
Because when they are grown up, you say I cook for my family or do something because you're not giving them, like when they were babies, that you're giving them all in their mouths with a spoon and all of that. So you can also sometimes
Mhm.
do this for your grandfather.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's when it's used more used, I should say. Okay,
Okay.
so to make it clear, alimentar y dar de comer es más usado con bebés y con personas que físicamente les tienes que dar la comida.
Mhm. Mhm.
Y pues sí, ya con las mascotas, pues es que no hay otra forma.
Mhm.
No se
Sí,
les da en la
okay.
boca, pero but you gotta give it to them, right?
Mhm.
All right, excellent. Let's do some jumping verification for the day. So
Mhm.
please repeat: sharing,
Sharing,
touched,
touch,
loosened,
loosen,
smile,
smile,
belong,
belong,
need,
need,
planted,
planted,
hiding,
hiding,
hidden,
hidden,
fed,
fed,
feeding.
feeding.
All right, Yendry. This is what I should say is the class. So what day do you want to work again? I have class again.
The Sunday, you
Sunday? All
can,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's very good. That's a very good
okay.
day for me.
6 or 7?
Your preference. I'm available.
Mm, okay. And
Suggest
6.
6 better for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm,
So remember, don't think in Spanish anymore.
mhm.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
Have a good night. Take care.
Thank you, Vanessa. See you. Bye
You're
bye.
very welcome. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.